All right, it's rolling.
All right. John Steinbeck said in Travels with Charlie, Texas is a state of mind. Texas is an obsession. Above all, Texas is a nation in every sense of the word. Liberty, freedom, history, democracy, these are just some of the words that define Texas. And the state capitol is a symbol that represents Texas. Here in Austin, we live around it and work by it every day. But do we really know what the Capitol stands for and what it represents? Today I'm going to discuss the history, some brief architectural points, and the current purposes that the Capitol serves. After we're through, you'll hopefully have a newfound respect for the state Capitol. And much of the info that I came across came from the State Preservation Board, the Texas State Historical Association, and my own personal knowledge from working in the Capitol complex. First of all, let's talk about some history of the state capitol. The design for the state capitol was not contracted out to an architect. They held a national competition that was won by Elijah E. Meyer in 1881, and then the construction started in February of 1882. One interesting fact is that the exterior that we know as polished granite was supposed to be limestone in the beginning. But when they quarried the limestone, it streaked when it was exposed to air. Over 1,000 people worked for 6 years to get the Capitol built, and they weren't paid in dollars and cents. The state of Texas offered the contractors 3 million acres in the Texas Panhandle for their labor, and that land was recently appraised at $7 billion. Now let's take a look at some of the architectural points of the building. According to the Texas State Historical Association, our Capitol was modeled after our nation's capital in Washington, D.C., and it's of the Renaissance Revival design. When it was completed in 1888, it had 392 rooms, 18 vaults, 924 windows, and 404 doors. And extreme detail was used on the inside of the Capitol, as y'all probably know. But the wood casings inside every walkway are hand-carved, and even down to the door hinges on the outside doors are custom stamped and weigh 7 pounds apiece. Even the fence surrounding the Capitol was custom, and it served a purpose back in the 1800s because back then there was wandering livestock around the streets of Austin, and it kept the livestock off the Capitol grounds. In 1990, work began on the North Plaza to build the Capitol extension, which we're standing above now, and it doubled the square footage of the Capitol. So we're standing on 4 floors of offices that can only be seen by skylights that are disguised as planters out here in the walkway. And finally, you may wonder what the building is used for today since it's so old. The Texas legislature meets every 2 years on the second Tuesday in January for 140 days. And the Texas Senate and the Texas House of Representatives they gather to vote on bills, and every member has its own office here in the Capitol extension below your feet. The Capitol is also a popular place for field trips. On any given day during the school year, it's not surprising to find busloads of children roaming the Capitol grounds. And they also give tours 7 days a week, so you can visit the Capitol whenever it suits you best. So in conclusion, we have a very iconic structure in our backyard, the Texas State Capitol. And according to the State Preservation Board, it's placed on the National Register of Historic Places, and it is designated as a National Historic Landmark. So as you can see, the Texas State Capitol is a historic landmark, has many architectural feats, and currently serves an important purpose here in the state of Texas. So next time you're around the Texas State Capitol, like today, take a second, admire it, and breathe in some history of Texas. Thank you.